Ready? Baragani, everybody. We're going to talk about Kwanzaa. I don't know how many people have celebrated Kwanzaa, know about Kwanzaa, but Kwanzaa is an African American, or should I say African American um, celebration, and it's like it has seven principles. Each day is a different principle. And each principle, if we follow them on a regular basis, we become better people, have a better community, and eventually change the world if we want to go that far. So I have a setup for the Kwanzaa. I have books, I have fruit, I have the mat, the candles, of course, Zawadi, a gift. And if you see here, it's for my favorite museum in Detroit, the gift. So we're going to start off with our principles. So the first day of Kwanzaa is always the 26th of December, which is the day after Christmas. And it starts off with the black candle, and the black represents unity. So, how I like to do Kwanzaa, we've been celebrating Kwanzaa in our family for years now. Here's a picture for people that are from Detroit. Remember when Dennis Archer was mayor, and so we had a Kwanzaa celebration, and this is my daughter. Where is she at? When she was about 4 or 5 years old. so that's about 30 years old because she's 30. Well, not it's 28 years old. So that's how long we have been celebrating Kwanzaa. And she also had, and even when we would go out of town, I'd have a separate suitcase for all my Kwanzaa stuff, and I'd pack it, and we'd set it up in the hotel where we were staying, and we would celebrate Kwanzaa wherever we went. So each day is a principle. Here's a picture. And that's probably at the day's in what was it, Kissimmee or Winter Haven, Florida. That was in Winter Haven, Florida. So we would go to Florida every year, but we would take our Kwanzaa stuff with us in addition to their other gifts and things. So they really was doing Kwanzaa because they got gifts twice. They were slick. So the first day, we start with the black candle, which is Umoja, and that principle means unity. So when you're celebrating unity, you're looking at what can you do to unify yourself, your family, your community. What can you do to help? Each one of the seven principles, if we follow them through, we become better people. So that's the black candle, Umoja. Then we'll go over to the green candle, which is Kujichagulia. And I used to work back 20 some years ago. I worked with I think they were Double Dutch. And I took them to Kwanzaa, the Kwanzaa celebration. And I saw this word, Kujichagulia, and I said, how are these little kids going to learn to pronounce that word? That word is just too hard for them. Man, they said Kujichagulia so quick. They said it better than any of the other principles. So that's the second day of Kwanzaa, is Kujichagulia. We light the green candle. The third day of Kwanzaa is Ujamaa, and that's collective work and responsibility. We're going back over and we're lighting the green candle again, and that's Ujamaa, which is cooperative economics. And today we're lighting Nia, that's a principle, and that means purpose. So throughout the day, you want to find out, why do you do what you do? What's the purpose behind it? And so when you think about it, you take a back step and you're like, sometimes we're reactionary people and we just do things without even thinking. But we need to slow things down and find out what the purpose is and everything that we do, even in life, even everything that you did today. Just go back and find out what's the purpose. What was the purpose of what I did today? But that's because it's so late in the evening. But if it was in the morning and you did the Nia, so you would do it in advance. Why am I doing this? Why, so it just makes you take a step back and find out what the purpose of your life is really. Um, then we go back over here to the green candle. And the green candle, this one is Kaumba, which is tomorrow. So we light the green candle, the second green candle tomorrow. That's Kaumba, which is creativity. And we're very creative people. So we can just look at how creative we are. A lot of people are artistic. I think that I was creative in making this mat here. And this mat, I think it's about 30 years old that I laminated it and it's weathered time and storm and it's still here. So yeah, that's tomorrow. And then the last day is Imani, which will light this candle. And Imani means faith. And faith is it's like faith, a good example of faith is planting a seed. You plant that seed because you know that seed is going to grow. So that's faith. Faith, and it's also like faith in the future, faith in the fact that there is going to be a tomorrow because you planted that seed today and you're going to live to see the harvest. So those are the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. And we ended on the 1st of January, and we usually have a big feast. And for our family, because we are Gullah Geechee, we usually have food such as red rice and hoppin' john. What else do we have?
Limpin' Susan.
Limpin' Susan, right? We would have potato poon, black eyed peas, and corn and greens. And those are things that we celebrate because, well, the greens for the money, the dollar bills, and the black eyed peas, we were told, was for make sure you keep change in your pocket all year round. So those are things. And then you use that time also to celebrate by giving zawadis, and which means gifts. And you want it to be educational. You don't want it to be toys, and so you want it to be educational, not toys. uh, Books would be great. Here I have books on display, and there is a good book for those that are just getting into Kwanzaa, and this book is the complete gift complete gift, the complete Kwanzaa book. So this is a book that tells you all about Kwanzaa, when it started, who started it, and what you can do, examples of what you can do to celebrate Kwanzaa. Okay, and then like I have books here. I have the Gullah Geechee Bible, and I can't read sideways. I think this is Malidomas of Water and Spirit.
Do you mind showing them?
Sure. Okay, let's see how we're going to do this. Okay.
It's not too much.
This is the New Testament, the Gullah Geechee Bible. It's translated in the Gullah Geechee language. This is a good book, Black on Black by Dr. Black. Malidomas of Water and Spirit. This is a great book, At the Feet of Our Elders. In another Malidoma book, The Healing Waters of Africa. The Healing Wisdom of Africa. I'm combining both of his books. So you want to, if you want to give, it's good to have good gifts, good books, good reading material, educational toys for the children. We stress that you buy from people that look like you. So you don't want to go, sorry, you're not trying, we don't want to go to Target. We don't want to go to Wally World. We want to go to support our businesses in our neighborhood so that we can thrive rather. So let's see, I think, oh, and then we do the basket of fruit. I don't have the corn. You have corn. Um,
Is there a significant reason why?
The corn is for children. So usually you have an ear of corn for each child.
Okay.
So before the first, I'll have 2 ears of corn on my display. Also, you can use it to, you can put pictures up. This is a picture of Mr. Taylor, and he was an herbalist in Detroit, and he would give herbal walks, and he would show you how what we grow in our yard, and we think it's weeds, and we use pesticides and things like that to kill them, but they're actually herbs, and he tells you what the medicinal purpose of it. And then I also have a picture.
How old was he in that picture? 94 years old?
He was about 94 years old there, and had more energy than millennials. And this is Patria, Mama Patria, and she and I forgot how old she was. So she on this picture, but she's the one that introduced me to Mr. Taylor.
I'll show you guys. And this is being recorded, you guys. It'll be on YouTube. This is Mr. Taylor. Show y'all. And this is Patria. I introduced her. And then this is a photo of my mom teaching Head Start children. I don't know if y'all can see this. She's teaching Head Start children about Kwanzaa, and this is December 18th, 1997. So this is how long she's been passionate about teaching, but really way before then. But just so happened we came across this photo. I want to share this with you guys. I'm sorry.
In the Kwanzaa is something that we can. It's not just the 26th through the 1st. It's something that we do throughout life. It's like Ubuntu, where when you eat, I eat. So the carrot. Let's see. There's a symbol of an alligator, and it has one stomach, but there's many people, many heads. So it's like we cannot make it by ourselves. We shouldn't want to make it by ourselves. We want to be a community. And so following these principles help us to have a better community and to understand things, to slow down and work together. And can you imagine if everybody today thought about why they're here? What is the purpose of them being here? If everybody just sat back and thought about that, it changes you. If you think about Imani, the faith, it's like I said, when you plant a seed, that's faith. When you're determined, you have an outlook on life and it's positive, that's faith. And if everybody had faith, it mushrooms after a while and you can see the change in the community. Well, I think that does it, daughter. I don't know if anybody has any questions.
Does anybody have any questions? I just popped back on live on TikTok as well. Sorry, you guys that were here previously. The live cut off on us for inactivity. I tried to catch it and it still sniffed us. So this is pre-recorded, it's recorded, and it's going to be posted on YouTube. She just did a full breakdown on her reasonings for celebrating Kwanzaa, all of the principles and insight, and so on and so forth. So if anybody has any questions, was everybody able to complete their new moon affirmations? Is there any questions in regards to that? Let me know, let me know. And if not, we're gonna go ahead and sign off of YouTube. Thank you guys to our YouTube family for joining us. If you have any questions, feel free to comment them down below. If this resonated with you, please subscribe. That means a lot. Give us a thumbs up and support this channel because I'm trying my best. Thank you.
Oh, I forgot to tell them each day.